Hey guys, I'm Coach John with How to Become a Pro Wrestler, where we teach you the skills you need to go from your living room to the main event. Rock up into this, hands down. To your left, bringing that left arm around. Have smaller ticket items like this. Go. Hey guys, Coach John here with How to Become a Pro Wrestler. So, a lot of times in my years as a professional wrestler, I would find myself in a building with an empty ring and no partner to spar with, right? So that might be in actual training itself, or that might be at a show, right? Sometimes you get to the show, the ring's set up, maybe there's no other performers there or no one at your skill level, maybe everyone's busy doing things, you have nothing to do and you've just got an empty ring to yourself. So I want to do a series of videos on what you can do training-wise yourself in an empty ring. And today I'm going to start with one of my favorites, one of the things that I always like to work on and that you can never get good enough at, and that is actual striking. So I would start with actually hitting, punching, and kicking into the turnbuckles. The reason I would start with that is because they're nice and soft. So once you start to really get down your strikes into a turnbuckle and you know how you want to strike, nice and firm, but without injuring yourself, without injuring the person, the turnbuckle. So you're wanting to make minimal contact with that buckle while still looking realistic, right? And this way, if you slip up, at least you're hitting a nice, soft turnbuckle. So you're hitting that here every time. You can even decide to throw forearms, anything along the line of that. And then of course kicks as well into the middle rope. You can do those. And you're looking to do minimal effect, minimal shakeage around the ring, right? Without damaging anything. You can even take your shoes off if you want to feel this even better. Now, once you get super confident in your abilities to strike against that nice soft turnbuckle, here's what I would do. You come down to the floor and you start to do the exact same thing against the metal ring post. Now, more advanced version obviously, because if you mess up on this one, you're gonna know about it. So I always recommended when people started throwing strikes against the steel post, start with an open hand, okay? So come here and start hitting that with an open palm every time. And once you get confident in that, you can start throwing actual knuckles. And you're gonna hear, you can listen, I'll try not to use my feet so much so you can actually hear that I'm hitting that post slightly with my knuckles, right? There's a little bit of knuckle wrapping in there because you wanna make connection, you just don't wanna hurt yourself, which means you're not hurting your opponent. That also works for kicks. I recommend taking your shoes off so you can feel that post, so you know the difference between laying in what we call a potato, which is where you hit somebody, and actually doing the punch, the kick, the strike correctly. Those are one of the greatest ways to start training in an empty ring by yourself. It doesn't matter what level of skill you are in pro wrestling, you need to get better and more confident at your striking ability. Thanks guys, see you next time. Guys, head on over to www.howtobecomeaprowrestler.com. Follow us on all social medias at How to Become a Pro Wrestler. Like, comment, subscribe, and the link's in the description.